Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we've got the new 7.1 update. It's actually due this week. It's been imported into your devices as we speak. And they've done this kind of like sneak peek video to go alongside it because there's actually some bigger changes coming than we were already told about. I'm going to check it out now. I'm guessing just by the visual here, I've not watched it yet, but by the visual, it looks like they're going to be talking a bit about Call of the Arbiter, which is the new kind of like mini series they're dropping on their channel. That's coming this month as well, like in about a week, right? In just over a week, yeah. So on the 18th of May, they're dropping out the new series. Let's see what's going on.
Hello, everyone. We have a rather special update coming down the pipe, and we wanted to highlight it with a sneak peek video rather than our usual text highlights. We've got Raid Call of the Arbiter premiering very soon with 10 episodes of animated story goodness. And we've seen your comments. You want more lore, and you want it in-game. Well, we've been working away in secret for the past 6 months to give you more ways to find out about your favorite champions. You wanted lore? Well, you got it.
Just a quick point on that. Like, I definitely enjoy a kind of like story-rich game. I didn't watch the campaign kind of story with Raid. I didn't feel like it was drawing me in. I didn't like feel it. Right? It wasn't like grabbing me. World of Warcraft, I really enjoyed like the backstory. I used to watch the cinematics and get like hyped by the cinematics. And actually, now and then, I'd go back and watch some of the old ones and try and like piece together the different lore that was kind of like building the new World of Warcraft releases that they did. I also find with League of Legends, it started off very weak, and now it's getting more and more interesting when they're dropping their kind of like animated stuff. So hopefully Raid are kind of taking that on board. And yeah, this is going to be their first kind of stint into Call of the Arbiter, but looks like they're trying to do a bit more in-game as well.
Lore is the watchword of Update 7.10. First and foremost, champion bios are coming to Raid in the form of a new champion lore tab, which you can access in the index champion collection.
So for those who don't know, like on the website, we do a bio for every champion. Mainly it's to tell people what the champion can do. But we always start with like a few lines about almost like our own made up backstory for the champion. So on hellhades.com, we do this for every champion. I guess they're going to make our jobs a bit easier because they're actually going to give us a chunk of lore per champion now.
Or the portal immediately after summoning a champion. Not every champion will have a story of their own at first, but we are working hard to ensure that changes going forward. The first batch of champion bios will feature some of the characters that star in Raid Call of the Arbiter, as well as fan-favorite legendaries. Our plan is to then add new champion bios in regular batches.
I guess let me know what you think of this. Is this something that you get like drawn into? Is it something that you care about?
To gradually populate the world of Raid with awesome stories.
Nice.
This may take some time, and we may not get to everyone. There are over 700 champions in-game, but that's what we hope to achieve as we go forward. On that note, let's talk about pre-existing Raid lore. The launch of Raid Call of the Arbiter Limited Series will be the biggest thing happening to the world of Raid since its worldwide release. In truth, we didn't expect the lore to expand as it did, and as a result, some of our earlier lore works didn't fit the...
Let's have a look at these. I mean, the difference now, like, obviously this is early stuff when they're just trying to get a game release. They don't really care about the lore, the story. They don't know what the game's even going to do. This is some of their earlier, like, comic book stuff. Let's hope it's better than that. Also, they mentioned just there, this is going to be their biggest thing since the global launch of Raid. Like, there's got to be some big stuff that's going to happen over the next couple of weeks because they're going to be trying to draw in a ton of new players. Yeah, if you're a new player watching this right now, sub to the channel. Get me over 200K. But if you're not, and you've just been like along the journey for a long time, we know there's other games in this genre which are decent, but just keep coming back to Raid because it's just way more polished. So, yeah, I mean, if they're drawing in a lot of new players, it's going to be interesting to see what sort of things they do to try and hold them.
The stories we wanted to tell with Raid Call of the Arbiter. This means that early champion stories and stuff like the comics we released for Kyle, Elhain, and Gaelic, for example, don't quite match up with Teleria as it is now. Consider these as Teleria Apocrypha, if you will, or non-canon stories. Anything you see in-game from this point on is the truth. But lore is just the first step in our grand plan. We've got tons of cool things planned to integrate Call of the Arbiter into Raid. We're talking events, new champions, special rewards. It's going to be epic. This special button in your Bastion is your portal to all things Raid.
Let me just, I was in the way there. Let's just show you that. So there's going to be something coming up in the Bastion. I guess, from this patch, which is due to be coming tomorrow, I think.
Your portal to all things.
Little thing down the bottom left there, Call of the Arbiter. Going to be some juicy rewards in that by the looks of it.
Things Raid, Call of the Arbiter. Tapping on this will bring up a brand new tab where you can watch each episode of the limited series and share it on social media. Watching each episode via this tab and sharing on social media will get you rewards. If an episode reaches a certain number of views on YouTube, everyone gets a reward. Each episode also has a secret code hidden within, which you can decipher and enter in to earn, you guessed it, more rewards.
More rewards.
We'll also be running a 7.
Oh, what's this? So a 7-day new, looks like a new legendary champion. A bit like they did with Ronda, a bit like they did with Deliana, etc. There's going to be a newbie coming in. Is this going to be Alsgore? Is that Alsgore or is it someone completely different? Hold on a second. Because I was talking about Alsgore potentially as being the next legendary champion that you could summon through like a, 150 ancient, something like that. Is it him? Probably not. Looks like the axe is a bit different, actually.
7-day loyalty program where you'll be able to get a brand new character from the limited series as a champion.
From the series.
As for the rewards themselves, here's one of them.
Just quickly, sorry, I keep pausing the video, but the series is based on older raid champions, right? It's not based on. At least I was led to believe it was based on some of the champions that have been in the game for a long time. So, is this a champion that we already have in the game? Anyone know who this could be? Comment down below. It's not like ringing any bells to me. Shoulder pads there. Doesn't feel like a champion that's already in the game to me, but I could be wrong. But either way, we've definitely got a new login 7-day legendary champion coming down the line really soon.
As for the rewards themselves, here's one of them. This fancy new artifact set. It's called Righteous, and it's a 2-piece set that increases your champion speed by 10.
We just got to say something, right? We're coming up. We might even be over 60 artifact sets. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. We haven't had any more storage for champions or artifacts for a long time. And I find it difficult to collect enough of these sets that make some sense. And, you end up just binning off stuff that perhaps you would normally keep just because you don't have space. Another new one, Righteous, 40% resist, 40 resistance, 10% speed. Speed and resist together. I guess it works in some scenarios if you're trying to build like Hydra teams and stuff like that. And it's a 2-piece set. I do like an extra 2-piece set coming in because it's that filler set, a bit like Defiant, where actually it makes some good sense to have it in your team. 2-piece resistance sets are quite nice actually, because then you don't have to go and farm that damn ice golem to get your resistance gear, and it gives you a bit of a Brucey bonus, 10% speed as well. The set I think makes some sense, but again, like, we kind of need a cleanup of some of the old crap sets that really don't make any sense. Like some of the old sets that you farm out of Ice Golem, come on, update it.
10%, and gives them extra 40 points of resistance. Not too shabby.
Not a bad set.
These Righteous artifacts will also be part of a new Forge Pass dedicated to Raid Call of the Arbiter. Don't miss your chance to grab as many of these awesome artifacts as you can. Next up.
I guess with the Forge Passes, so look, you've got Bolster, really good set. Defiant, really good set. Oh man, I feel like we're getting towards that point again where we need some sort of choice. Like, if a Forge Pass drops, can't it just like let you choose which set you want that Forge Pass to be? Some people didn't get much out of the Bolster set and they just need more Bolster gear. Some people will sort of value that set way less than some of the others. I just feel like they're in a position where they could just say, select the set you want this Forge Pass to be.
The quality of life improvements we promised in the last What's Next in Raid video are coming live with update 7.10. It's been a while though, so let's recap. First, we're separating multi-battle settings and separating them between game modes and, in a few cases, individual dungeons.
Yeah, so I did a video on this when I see it on the test server. It's a good move forward, especially for mobile players. It's not perfect by any means. So you can't say, for lifesteal, please select me these substats. For speed, select me these. It's like, these are the sets I want to keep. And if any of them have got any of these substats, then it keeps it. It's a step forward. I feel like they could have done more, honestly. Like, if they were going to implement this anyway, like, if only they would actually talk to some of the people that play the game really actively when they're doing these improvements and just say, is this really what you need? And then we could literally just be like, it could be a 30-minute session. Why don't you consider this? How much harder is it to do this? And it would be a way better implementation. But as it is, definitely for mobile players, it's going to be a big step forward.
Furthermore, we'll expand your options for selling artifacts that your champions farm during multi-battle sessions. When the update goes live, you'll be able to choose which artifacts you want to keep based on their rank, rarity, type, set, specific substats, or any combination of those. Farming has never been easier. Speaking of artifacts, we're also adding the ability to sort artifacts and accessories by stats. You'll have no trouble finding the gear you need now. And finally, we're going to sort out the Fragment Summons tab and hide unavailable champions from the list. Except...
Oh, you know what you should do? Don't hide them. Let's find them. Let's get them from somewhere.
Those you have fragments for. This will make managing your fragments so much easier. To wrap this sneak peek up, we have several awesome new champions to show.
I got a video coming out on Grazur tomorrow. He is an absolute unit. Great new champion, albeit Void Legendary, very hard to get.
Go off. Oghren fans will be happy to know a brand new legendary is joining their faction. But we also have a couple of fierce elven warriors and a dashing barbarian ruler to even things out. Check out our social media. We'll post the skill tables for these champions separately. And that's it for today. We hope you guys are excited to see Raid Call of the Arbiter as much as we are. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe.
There we go, guys. So let me know what you think of the changes coming down below. Definitely keen to see what the new 7-day login champion is going to look like. And yeah, I'm actually really keen to see what's going on with Call of the Arbiter. I can't wait for that to come out. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you later.